Hello, my name is Not Tony, and this is the Not Tony's podcast. Hope you guys enjoy it. So, this episode, this is called Car Payments and Whatnot. I'm Not Tony, your host, and I hope you enjoy it. Alright, so, first segment, car payments. What's my opinion on car payments? I like car payments. I think they're actually a pretty good thing, because you don't got to pay a giant bunch of money. In English terms, you don't got to pay a big giant bunch of money. So yeah, I think they're good. And now here's the problem. You're sitting there and you got everything ready. You're ready to pay your payment. You got it. Alright. You got to pay it and everything's good. You pay it. Well, the next payment comes around. You ain't got the money, so you got to find some way to get the money. So you go down an alleyway. Now, you can do some illegal things. I'm not going to discuss that. You get a duffel bag full of money from some dude that you found in the back of the street, on the corner of the street, sitting on the side of the road, back in an alleyway, super dark outside. It's 12 p.m. No, it ain't. It's 12 a.m. Oh, my goodness. So you go down there. You say, "Hey, where my money at?" He holds up a duffel bag. You're like, "Yes!" You take the duffel bag. You go back to your house. You run into your home. You open the duffel bag because you didn't check out there. Come to find out, the money's fake. It's all hundreds. They're not real. It's paper. Not that weird paper, the actual money. It's not even paper. It's kind of fabric, but still. It's real paper, like printer paper. The money's fake. You figured it out, and you're like, "Oh my God, did that really just happen to me?" Yes, it did. So, you go back. You're going through, everything's going alright. You run around, you're like, "Oh my God, did that really just happen?" Yes, it happened. So you run back into the alleyway where you found the dude. You're like, "Hey, the money you gave me was fake." And he's like, "Yeah, sorry, gave you the wrong bag." So he gives you a different bag. You go back to your house and you're like, "Yes." You're ready to pay your car payment. Here's the problem. You're not. The thing is, he gave you Monopoly money and you didn't check it out there because you're stupid. Now, you go like, "Are you kidding me? I just fell for the same trick." Yes, you did. So you run back. You get the right money this time, and it is real. But it's not enough. You're like, "Dude, seriously, come on, man, I need this." So you run back. You do some more business with the dude. You get money this time. Or so you thought. Boom, it's a bag of animal crackers, and you're like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" So you run back, you hit him in the head with the animal crackers, and you're like, "Give me money." So he gives you the money. You got him outright this time. Alright, you got all the money you need. Yay, you're happy. Well, you didn't realize the cops figured out that you were doing something illegal. And they get you. You're like, "Oh no, the cops, they're here." So you run down to your basement. You actually have a hidden bunker inside the wall. The hidden bunker's full of pinto beans, and you're like, "Yes." So you run in. You're like, "Okay, this is my chance." So you build a little gas escape for that when you eat the pinto beans, all the methane gas can escape from your farting, and way it don't kill you. And you're like, all right, I just got to stay in here. Well, it turns out you had to stay in there for 4 days. You finally come out when you hear no more ruckus above you from the police. You think you're clear. No, you're not. The freaking police are still there. You run upstairs, and you're like, what the? And they come out from behind, and they tackle you. You get tackled. Oh, no. You grab the broomstick. The broomstick disintegrates inside your hand. You get back up. You're slinging your fists around. You're throwing haymakers. Little did they know the actual broom's inside your back. So you rip it out, and you're flopping around because you were using that as your spine. And you use that broomstick as you're flopping around, and you smack them and kick them and whack them. Oh, no. They got a bazooka in their back pocket. What happens next? Well, they shoot the bazooka at you. It wasn't even real. You get hit with a styrofoam missile. You're like, are you kidding me? You take the styrofoam missile. You hit them in the head. You smack them in the face. You kick them in the toe, and you punch their little finger. You're like, haha, I win. Little did you know, they have more tricks. They have Nerf guns. Yeah, that's right. Nerf, kaboom, Fortnite, wapow. And they hit you in the head with a Nerf dart. And you're like, ah! You smack them in the face. You touch their eyeball. You rip it out. You squeeze it. And the jelly comes out. You go, ha-ha. Now what? Oh, yeah, that's right. You thought you were done. A big, giant monster comes out of your closet, bites your head off, runs away, jumps down the stairs into your bunker, trashes the place, knocks the house down. You're done for. You're trapped under a bunch of rubble. Oh, so they thought. You get up. You turn into the Incredible Hulk. You're actually fine. You didn't use your spine. You were faking it the whole time. Oh, yeah, that's right. So you run back around. You hit the police. You smack them. You slash the car tires. Oh, you can't do that. Turns out they're made of Flex Seal. So you run back around. Here's the problem. You don't have an around to run to because the house came crashing down. So you run back through You run through the yard, you jump over the fence, you run into your neighbor's house, you steal their broom, you hit the frickin' police in the forehead, you crash the windows on their car, you run down the road screaming, ah! And you're like, what do I do now? Well, here's the thing, you don't do anything. So, you go, well, this is just great. You get arrested. Well, it turns out they're going to make you take a lie detector test. They're going to ask you if the money was fake. Yeah, the money was fake. Oh, was it? Oh, that was actually a lie. The money was real. So you tell them, okay, I'm sorry. And then you say, did you use it to pay your car payment? Yeah, I used it to pay my car payment. That was the truth. Was it illegal money? No, it wasn't illegal money. That was the truth too. Little did they know, you're actually a really good liar. Well, turns out, hang on, let me get a drink. The monster that bit your head off thought that he did. Well, turns out it was a cantaloupe. He ain't happy. He's coming back after you. And you're like, oh no. You run down the hall. You trip over a freaking power strip. You run down the hallway again. Well, this time, it's not the same hallway. It's a different hallway. You run through the yard, you jump into the woods, you float down the river on a sideways raft, and you fall into a buggy that's trapped under a tree. Well, that's just great. The tree falls apart. You start going down the river through the rapids, and you hit your head on a rock. You wake up, and you're in the middle of Narnia. You start flying around on a line with wings, and you jump into a meadow. You fall into a cave. You get bitten by the cave creature, and he goes, rah! You're like, well, you didn't know that was going to happen, did you? Nope. You thought today was going to be normal. You thought wrong, buddy. Well, here's the thing. You thought you're not even real. You're not even living anymore. You're dead. No, you're not. You're just unconscious. You're having a crazy trip because you're on anesthesia from getting shot by the police, by the real gun, and you are having a dream right now. Yes, this was all a dream. So the moral of the story really is just pay your car payment. Be smart with your money and don't waste it on Yeezys, bro. You don't need Yeezys. Who even buys Yeezys anymore? It's 2023. You don't need those. No, you don't. So yeah, have fun. Enjoy the episode here. I really hope you do. If you haven't already, smash subscribe. Please leave a comment to trip the algorithm and get my podcast out there. I am not Tony, your host. Goodbye for now.